What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, I'm gonna talk about Deontay Wilder and this fight with Tyson Fury that's coming up, and also some things that he said about Anthony Joshua. And specifically, he says, "I don't need Joshua to gain status. KOs gave me status." So I'm going to talk about that in a second, man. And the short of it is that Deontay Wilder doesn't need Anthony Joshua. There's a difference between want and need. And Deontay Wilder can just do what he's doing, and I'll be more than happy with what he's doing as long as he continues to fight, get the best fights that he can get, and he continues to knock people out. Hey, man, I'm going to get what I need out of Deontay Wilder. And I think that he's 100% right in just, if not completely forgetting about Anthony Joshua, just not putting any real focus on Anthony Joshua, and just let the UK fans have Anthony Joshua. Enjoy your time and all of that. Go check him out at O2 Arena or the Wembley Stadium. Pay for your pay-per-views and all of that, and enjoy your time that you have with Anthony Joshua as a title holder. And Deontay, and we'll do the same over here in the United States. And if the two never meet, so be it, man. If they do meet, great. I'm not pressed about it, and I'm glad that Deontay Wilder's not pressed about it. Before I do that, though, and I'm going to go into specifically what he says and explain why I don't even care about an Anthony Joshua-Deontay Wilder fight anymore. It's been completely ruined by many Anthony Joshua fans for me. All the drama that took place around trying to make the fight in the first place, and all of the nonsense that's being said and talked about after the fact, man. It's just draining at this point. And why it would be a very big fight, man. It's not an essential fight. And I just have to, chalk it up to, man, look, if this thing happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It won't be the best fight. It won't be the first fight, heavyweight fight that I'd like to see that didn't happen. And it won't be the last fight that doesn't happen. So, but anyway, before I get into the details of it, thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel through the super chats, the listening to the commercials that are in the videos, Patreon and Venmo. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So Deontay Wilder says, "I don't need Joshua to gain status. KOs gave me status." They were obviously asked him about it. He said, "I haven't seen any videos on, let me go back one. While preparing in a camp for a bout with Fury, Wilder made it clear that he's not paying any attention to the statements being made by Eddie Hearn or Anthony Joshua. I haven't seen any videos or anything like that. Whatever them guys are doing, let them do it." Wilder said to Sky Sports, "We're not focused on them. We're not even concerned about them. When was the last time we even said anything about them? I don't need him to bring status to me. My status came because I knocked people out, not because of another man." Wilder's taking the Fury contest very seriously, despite some critics tabbing the challenger as a massive underdog. Fury, who shocked the world when he beat Wladimir Klitschko in 2015, was inactive until April of this year. He's picked up 2 one-sided wins and feels ready to pull off another major upset. Quoting Wilder, "He was the one that obtained all the belts. He was the one that beat Klitschko. He's the man that beat the man," said Wilder. "We're looking at him as that. He might not have all the titles, but he's considered the lineal champion of the world. If he wasn't fighting me, people wouldn't be talking about it. If he needs a warm up, if he's ready and stuff like that. People are hesitant and want to complain because it's me." I can't say whether I think it's fair to say that if Tyson Fury was fighting Deontay Wilder, regardless of whether Anthony Joshua was in the picture at all, I still think that, people that understand boxing would wonder whether Tyson Fury was ready for him or not. So that portion of it, I don't agree, unless you're talking about people who might be avid fans of Anthony Joshua. They might try to pull that. But I still wonder about that. I'm a fan of Tyson Fury, and I wonder if the guy's ready for that fight or not. Taking that amount of time off and putting on that much weight, there's an issue with that. But that doesn't change the fact that either Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury are the lineal champion. But that's not the main point that I like out of Deontay Wilder, and something that Retro Boxing and Documentaries had said, formerly known as Blood Boxing on his channel, was talking about before anybody else, that Deontay Wilder needs to go his own way and make his own name and continue to grind out and build his reputation in the United States, and do that, not focus on Anthony Joshua or the UK or anything like that. Because the people that are supporting Anthony Joshua are never going to give Deontay Wilder credit for anything. And it inside the ring or outside the ring, which is not something that I've seen be the case of people who are fans of Deontay Wilder. Most people that are fans of Deontay Wilder who question Anthony Joshua and his desire to fight Deontay Wilder do not question whether or not Anthony Joshua can fight, or whether every person he's ever fought was a bum, and how the one guy that wasn't, even though everybody that he's fought was a bum, the last bum that he fought really should have knocked him out, and are hoping and praying that mad that a referee checked Deontay Wilder's eye as if this was some grand conspiracy to make Deontay Wilder win the fight and save him, when Deontay Wilder had already knocked the dude down once and wound up knocking Luis Ortiz out a couple rounds before. Now, I've been a critic of Anthony Joshua not fighting Luis Ortiz, and I've been a critic of Anthony Joshua turning down $50 million for the Deontay Wilder fight, $80 million guaranteed between the two fights when that's what he asked for. But would never go so far as to say that Anthony Joshua is not a skilled boxer and doesn't have a chance to win, and that everybody he's ever fought was a bum. But that's not what Deontay Wilder's ever going to get out of these avid fans for Anthony Joshua. So play the smart road. Stay in the United States and understand that if you keep winning, eventually they're going to have to come to Deontay Wilder. And they're either Anthony Joshua is going to stay over there in the UK and he can continue to make the money as long as he can make, because eventually dude's going to run out of people to fight. And if Deontay Wilder just sits here long enough, continues to do what he's going to do, there will be more and more pressure put on Anthony Joshua to make that fight. And as we see over the last year, that's what has happened. The offer went from it went from nobody knows Deontay Wilder to Deontay, what numbers are Deontay Wilder going to do on this pay-per-view? But if he does these pay-per-view buys, it's really because of Tyson Fury. It went from, he needs to be, he's 12.5 million guaranteed to 15 million guaranteed to we got a new improved offer, which is going to be, a percentage split, but we need to agree to this percentage split right now. The offer keeps going up from Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Deontay Wilder's profile keeps going up and up and up. And and his leverage in the fight with Anthony Joshua keeps going up and up and up. Even the fact that all of these, and this is somebody that understands, I understand how the internet works. There are entire channels that are devoted to insulting Deontay Wilder. Entire channels. I'm looking at guys do videos, as video after video after video about insulting Deontay Wilder. You got some clown out there actually saying that Deontay Wilder doesn't know anything about boxing. I was like, man, how desperate, how insistent are these people to running Deontay Wilder's name into the ground, where you can say that the only reason Deontay Wilder is boxing is because he sucked at basketball. So, and then using the fact that he supposedly sucked at basketball and couldn't make it in basketball is some reason to tear down a guy that's 40-0 with 39 knockouts and a seven-time or 8-time defending WBC heavyweight champion. There's a whole bunch of boxers that couldn't make it in the NBA because the NBA is a different sport. It's the same skill set that you need in boxing is not the same skill set you need in basketball. And 6'6" basketball players are guards. You have to have guard-like skills at this point at Deontay Wilder's a level to play professional. And you can be a world-class athlete and still not make it into the NBA. But anyway, man, people are going to say what they want to say. I think Deontay Wilder is 100% correct. Ignore Anthony Joshua. If Deontay Wilder doesn't deserve a fight with Anthony Joshua, then fine. He don't deserve to fight. If all he's done is fought bums, that's fine. Deontay Wilder just continue to fight bums. Because any fighter that Deontay Wilder fights with listening to certain people will immediately become a bum after they win him, after he beats them. Even have people saying that if Deontay Wilder does good pay-per-view numbers, it's because of Tyson Fury. Is there any rationale behind that whatsoever for the argument that Tyson Fury would be the reason in the United States that Deontay Wilder does good pay-per-view numbers? Tyson Fury has fought one time in the United States. He's not from the United States. And Deontay Wilder is much, much better known in the United States than Tyson Fury. But just in case it does well, we got to get the argument prepared ahead of time that it did well because of Tyson Fury. It absolutely had nothing to do with Deontay Wilder. And Tyson Fury was a bum because Tyson Fury was a bum. Who cares? It doesn't matter. They start with the answer. The answer is that Deontay Wilder is a bum and that Anthony Joshua can do whatever Anthony Joshua wants to do. And no matter what the facts are, they come right back to that conclusion. And they interpret the facts with that conclusion in mind. As much as people will say that I hate on Anthony Joshua, I rarely ever say anything about Anthony Joshua anymore. And I really never, ever have said anything about his skills in the ring. I know that Anthony Joshua is a world-class fighter. I don't know Anthony Joshua has the potential and the ability. There's a chance that Anthony Joshua could win a fight against Deontay Wilder. I'm not writing that possibility off. But as far as making the fight happen, the best thing that Deontay Wilder can do is ignore the fight. Just walk away from it, take care of your business, defend your WBC belt, and see what happens with it. Let what happens with Anthony Joshua happen with Anthony Joshua. Whatever happens with Eddie Hearn, let it happen with Eddie Hearn. But keep your hands on that WBC belt, keep on knocking people out, and eventually the pressure will get to the point where they got to knock on your door. And if you feel like answering the door, answer the door. If you don't feel like answering the door, don't answer the door. Because at this point, and from my opinion, Eddie Hearn and those guys want to make it. That's not my opinion. Rather, what they said, they have a plan for Anthony Joshua, and that's an 8 to 10 year plan with Anthony Joshua, and it includes rematches, fights with Dillian White, probably fights with Derek Chisora, and however they go about it, dude, that's what they want to do. That's what they said they want to do, and Deontay Wilder changing his plans and jumping out of his lane to follow and do what they want to do, it's just not gonna lead him anywhere until they get around and they offer him something that he feels comfortable and then make the fight. So anyway, I'm with Deontay Wilder on the fact that Anthony Joshua is not going to make him. His fans and him continuing to get knockouts and winning, that's what's going to make his status. That's what's going to make his legacy. And it is what it is, man. Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis. And at the end of the day, man, it was Lennox Lewis that came out on top. It could very well be the case with Deontay Wilder vis-a-vis Anthony Joshua. So anyway, it is what it is. But I do disagree that, there's no argument whatsoever for or no reason for Tyson to wonder whether or not Tyson Fury is ready for that fight or not. I do think that there's a reason to wonder that. But at the end of the day, I won't care because the winner of that fight is going to be the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. And when you're the lineal heavyweight champion of the world and you're the WBC champion, dude, the other guy should be, from the boxing perspective, the other guy got to come see you. As far as the money that's being made in the UK, he doesn't have to come see you. He can sit over in that pond and keep collecting his money. And good luck to him. Good luck to Deontay Wilder. But with that, I'm out. Peace.